Hello, it's Crystal. How are you doing today? Figured I'd bring you into my kitchen and show you how I make my soap. So in my big pot here, I've got all of my melted oils and butters. And I've also got some kaolin clay in there. So this is coconut oil, olive oil, rice bran oil, shea butter, cocoa butter, and castor oil. And we're going to make oatmeal soap today. So I've got colloidal oatmeal, and I also ground up some regular oatmeal. Of course, I'm going to play with my phone, so now it's not going to work for me. So I'll just dump that in. Give it a stir. These, I've only got 4-cup measuring cups for my lye, and this is a big 175 ounce batch, which will make 5 loaves of soap all in one go. Alright, before I mess with this lye, I'm going to put my super sexy gloves on. I used to use disposable gloves, but I found that these are just nicer, just not having to throw them away, and it covers more of my arms so I can wear my t-shirt. I don't like wearing long sleeves while I'm making my soap. You really should if you're not experienced with it, and I know I should be wearing my eye protection, but my vision's not the greatest to begin with, and I put on goggles and then I can't see anything. So this is an immersion blender, and when I add everything in, I'll get you in here to show you. Just want to get everything mixed together and the clumps broken up. So this is water and my lye and the silk that I use. And it's room temperature. I mixed up the lye last night, so it's had plenty of time to cool off. Lye gets to just about boiling temperature when you add water to it. And that's what melts the lye, or I'm sorry, that's what melts the silk. And oil and water do not mix. So let me get you in here real quick and I'll show you. It's not really coming together yet. Just give it a little stir just to get that lye mixed in. And this is my oatmeal soap. So again, it's got colloidal oatmeal and then just regular ground oatmeal in it for some texture. Kaolin clay is mixed in. And this is my goat milk. I always add the goat milk after I've mixed in a little bit of the lye. I want the goat milk to remain. I want the lye to act on all of the other oils first. This is really the best part of the soap for your skin, is that goat milk. So I want as much of that not to react with the lye as possible. Oh, you can see that beautifully. All right, see how it's not mixed in? That's why we've got the emulsion blender here. So I will just mix it gently, just till emulsion. And it'll only take about a minute to do that, so it's going to get loud for about a minute. But we want it all mixed up real good. I want it mixed up thick enough that it will hold my oatmeal suspended. I don't want all the oatmeal to fall to the bottom when I pour it. But I don't want it to turn into a solid here in this pot. I still want it to have a nice liquid pour. I normally make 4 loaf batches at a time, so that explains why I have to use this giant pot. But the oatmeal soap is very simple, so I don't have to worry about it making a design or anything. All right. I think just one more go and we'll be good. All of my oils and butters were room temperature, and of course the goat milk was cold from the fridge. But I can tell that the lye is already reacting. The soap is putting off quite a bit of heat. Oh, that's perfect. Let me bring you back in one more time and then we'll pour it. All right, see, it's all nice and uniform. You can see the oatmeal is staying suspended. And this is what I'll be pouring the soap into. I made this mold myself. It's huge. And this is what I normally use. I would normally make 4 of the small loaves. Oh, it looks like I'll have to come back to do a pour. All right, let me pause you and I'll come right back. All right, and I'm back. Now, like I was saying, I made this mold myself. It is made out of solid oak. I made it in 2 pieces, and I've lined it with freezer paper. But I've got this nice board to put under it so I can pick it up from the board and move it. Freezer paper has the wax on it and it will not let my soap leak out of it, and it'll hold the shape. So my pot's so big my spoon fell in there. The honey and that goat milk give it such a nice color, and as it cures, that golden color will become a little bit richer. Silly spoon. Alright. Well, I will clean off my spoon and come right back. Alright. So I'm back and I'll bring this in closer to you. It doesn't take any time at all for this soap to start thickening up. So I'm just trying to scrape it all out. And I am not left-handed, but I will try to scrape left-handed. Of course, my arm's still going to be in the way, isn't it? Yep. That was exciting, wasn't it? Scraping pots. All right. Just smooth it all in there. That over there. All right. When you pour the soap, there's a chance you get some air bubbles in there. And then I just clean up the edges. One more little gentle shake. And that is it. Take off my gloves for the next part. This does get very warm, and that oak is nice and thick and will hold the heat in and actually help cook the soap. So even though it's not a hot process, it'll still get processed a bit. Oh, there we go. And I just kind of make a little design on the top, and I think it's a little too soft yet. Yeah, it's still too soft. It won't hold a shape yet. But since this is the honey soap, I was also considering making it look kind of like a honeycomb on top. So I think we'll do that this time. And this is just my usual oatmeal soap. I've been making this one the longest. This was probably the first recipe I made. And to make our design on the top, I will just press in some bubble wrap. And then tomorrow when I unmold it, this bubble wrap will just peel right off. Oh, that's going to be so neat looking. Let me bring you in here. Look at that. It does look like honeycomb. So I'll actually fold these edges down. I put a cookie sheet on top of it and then wrap a towel over it to hold in the heat. And then I move it off to the side so I can continue on with my next batches of soap for today. The cookie sheet fits right on top of that so my towel doesn't fall in. And that'll hold in all our heat. Now if I made it in my small molds, I just put it in the oven with the oven turned off and just the light on, and that'll keep it insulated. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.